The wisdom of impermanence, how to live fully and in peace. Alright, having explored inner freedom in my recent video, today I want to explore with you life's most fundamental truths, impermanence. Everything in existence, our experiences, relationships, possessions, and even ourselves, is subject to change. The thoughts in this message emphasize that embracing impermanence is essential to achieving lasting tranquility. Before I dive further into today's topic du jour, do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and give the video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Alright, let's continue. Okay, let's talk briefly about the nature of change. Human suffering often arises from resistance to change. We cling to people, situations, or outcomes, hoping they will remain constant. Yet the natural order of life is fluid, and resisting it creates frustration, anxiety, and sorrow. By understanding that change is inevitable, we begin to see life from a wider perspective. Just as the seasons shift and rivers flow, our circumstances evolve. Accepting this truth allows us to respond with grace rather than fear. Impermanence is not a cause for despair, but a profound teacher. It reminds us to value the present moment, to treasure relationships, and to act with mindfulness. The fleeting nature of life enhances its preciousness. The recognition that nothing lasts forever deepens appreciation and presence. You can also think of impermanence as waves on the ocean. Each wave rises, reaches its peak, and falls. We cannot stop it, but we can learn to move with it, experiencing each rise and fall fully without clinging or resisting. By embracing impermanence, we cultivate inner freedom. The moment we stop attempting to hold life in place, we release fear, disappointment, and rigid expectations. This acceptance creates space for flexibility, resilience, and peace. The reality of this message also emphasizes that acceptance does not mean passivity. Rather, it allows us to act wisely within the present moment, responding to life as it is rather than how we wish it to be. With that said, let's investigate some practical ways to embrace impermanence to help you cultivate a mindset that is resilient and peaceful, no matter what life brings. Reflection on change. You should meditate on the transitory nature of all things, from thoughts to seasons. Appreciating the present, notice and savor the experiences that you have now without trying to prolong them artificially. Letting go of attachments. Do your very best to release unwanted possessions, expectations, and rigid plans that create unnecessary suffering in your life. Acceptance of loss. You must acknowledge that endings are natural, allowing grief and joy to coexist without resistance, yet difficult, but is normal. When we recognize that nothing lasts forever, we naturally appreciate what is present, which is why there is a great connection between impermanence and gratitude. This awareness enhances the joy of simple moments, deepens compassion for others, and reinforces the tranquility of inner freedom. In the end, impermanence is not a threat but a guide to living fully. By accepting change, releasing attachment, and savoring the present, we discover that peace does not depend on permanence. It arises from our ability to flow with life's natural rhythms. In embracing impermanence, we uncover a serenity that is stable, enduring, and profoundly liberating. Wow! This one was so interesting today. If you think so too, please subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, and leave a comment about what you thought was so interesting about this one. If you haven't watched the previous videos in this series, you can find them in the description of this message. Also, I would really appreciate it if you could share this message with someone who needs to hear and benefit from it. I value you and see you in the next one.